Okay, well, let's go ahead and do a settling in meditation just to arrive, let go of the day. So, settling into our posture, and it can be sitting or lying down or walking, whatever's most comfortable for you. And taking a few deep breaths and exhaling and letting your body relax. Just letting go of the day, letting any tension roll off your shoulders. We can leave all of our cares outside for the next hour. This is your hour, just for you to take some time for yourself. And as you're settling in, notice how you're holding yourself. Notice how you're holding your body. If there's any tension, checking your jaw muscle, making sure that it's loose. This belly is soft. Your shoulders are down. And notice again the touch points where your body meets an object, whether that's your feet on the floor or your seat in the chair or the cushion. Just noticing that sensation. Maybe it's firm or soft or cool or warm. Just know that you're supported in your seat and all is well. We have everything we need in this moment. You might do a body scan, see if there's any areas that are tight, starting from the top of the head, and just relaxing intentionally, relaxing your brow and your face muscles and your throat and neck, and letting go a bit more of any tension in your shoulders. Sometimes there's some residual tension in our shoulders. We can just double check and see if we can take another breath and relax a bit more. And you're holding yourself upright, but you're not stiff. You're not rigid. There's a relaxed posture. And relaxing your hips, maybe on the next exhale, just feeling that you're sinking a bit deeper into the cushion, relaxing a bit more, feeling a bit heavier. Releasing any tension in your hips and your thighs. Your knees are relaxed, and your shins and calves and ankles. And your heel is relaxed, and the arch of your foot, and the top of your foot. Relaxing the ball of your foot, and each toe. Maybe starting with the little toe on both feet and making your way to the big toe. Just really taking care of those feet that walk us around all day. And now shifting your attention to your breath. Just notice how your body is breathing naturally. You might follow the breath all the way in as it enters your nose, fills your lungs, and following it all the way out, exhaling, noticing the warmer air releasing at different temperatures. And just simply staying with the rhythm of your breath, that natural rhythm as your body breathes. You can just observe your body breathing. Maybe noticing the pause between the in-breath and the out-breath. And if you find the thoughts come into your mind, just notice them. Just notice that you're thinking and gently bring your attention back to your breath and begin again. Oh, so welcome everyone. So I wanted to kind of go start from the beginning again. Just because I think it's really good. I know it's good for me to begin again rather than continue on with Buddhist studies, which is a little more advanced. I thought, let's just kind of go back to the beginning and do some introduction to meditation. And I was thinking about that today, when I began, you know, more than 30 years ago now. And I really struggled. I really struggled with finding a way to sit and be comfortable with it. It's just kind of hard to sit still. I've always been told that I'm being lazy if I sit still. I'm not busy, I'm not accomplishing something. And that's not true. We do deserve to take some time to just relax and recuperate. So it was a good reminder for me to write this out tonight. And I was thinking, what is the purpose of meditation? Why do people come to meditation? And some people reach out to me to learn to meditate because they're overwhelmed with life and they're looking for a place of refuge, looking for a break. And I think we all get there sometimes. We all get a little overwhelmed with life. And even though meditation can't solve our problems, it's a really wonderful tool to use to get grounded and calm down and begin again with a settled mind and whatever situation we're in. And other people have begun meditation as part of a recovery program, like the 12-step program of Alcoholics Anonymous. On the 11th step, it states, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood him, praying only for our knowledge, for his knowledge, will for us, and the power to carry it out. And there's no doubt that the practice of meditation can help us if you're in a recovery program. And most recently, I've been hearing from people who are really overwhelmed with the political climate and the climate crisis and COVID and, all the things we're all dealing with. And they need an anchor to hold on to because we can get really overwhelmed with this stuff. And they also feel a sense of being really out of control. And, and it's hard. It's hard when we think we're going along, everything's fine. We're going to our job, we're paying our bills, maybe putting a little money away if we're lucky. And then something happens and, life happens, a flat tire or whatever it is. It costs us more money. We're not really prepared for it. We get disappointed, we get frustrated, and then we hear all this other stuff on the news. My advice about the news is don't watch the news any longer than 5 minutes because the first 5 minutes will tell you everything you need to know. If there's something really important going on in the world, you'll know within 5 minutes. And then just let it go. We don't really need to fill ourselves with the whole hour of news. It's not healthy. It's really not. And the other thing that we tend to do as humans is we tend to live in the past, wishing that things were different or we could change something or we should have said something different. And there's regrets. Or there's just memories. There's just remembering, certain things, which is wonderful. I think we need to do that. But we can't get stuck there. And the other thing we tend to do is plan our future all the time. We're living in the past or we're living in the future, thinking about how life should be. And we really have no control over any of those outcomes. So in this case, mindfulness meditation can really help us understand that life is and always has been a challenge that we have very little control over. And you have to remember, we're on a rock hurling through space. We really have No control. The only things we can control are our actions and our thoughts. We can train our mind to be different. If it's not working for us and our thoughts are not healthy, we can train our mind to be healthier and happier. So even though we never had control over any outcome, we plan and we try to create an outcome, and sometimes it actually works, but never exactly as we prefer. Sometimes it ends up better than we're hoping for. So hoping and getting caught in those wanting the outcome to be a certain way is going to cause us a lot of suffering. The meditation helps open the door to understanding that we really have to let go of our attachments to the outcome that we prefer rather than the outcome that we're given, because it's done. 10 minutes ago has passed. We can't change it, but we can learn from it. Aside from anything else, we do learn from it. So, having said all that, mindfulness meditation also serves to remind us that whatever outcome life hands us, we have the choice not only of how to view the outcome, whether it's positive or negative, but also how do we choose to respond? How do we want to, rather than react to something, respond to it? Oh, we tend to push back on things we don't like. We really don't want to accept things that we really don't want. We're very stubborn that way, and I think it's a trait of all of us to some extent. It's part of our human nature. But pushing back only serves to create more suffering. Right? We're just saying, I don't want it to be that way, and it is that way. Even though if we wish over and over again it was different, it's still going to be the way it is. Ajahn Sumedho always says the way he looks at things when they disappoint him, oh, it's like this. That's the way he accepts whatever it is that's going on. Oh, it's like this. Or today's going to be like this. Okay. So I love that because it's simple and I can remember it. The fact is, whatever outcome we're handed, accepting it as fact and letting go of that need to control, that creates enough space for us to relax a little bit around the uncomfortable outcomes, the ones we really don't want. So here's what we can do to help ourselves out. We can practice the serenity prayer, which most of us know. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I think the wisdom part is the challenge for me, to know the difference, but I'm getting better at it. And the thing about the serenity prayer is that no matter where you are, you can just bring it up. It's portable. You can use it anytime. Another thing that we can do is create and commit to a daily meditation practice. And it doesn't have to be a half an hour. It doesn't have to be that long, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes each day, twice a day, if you can. It makes an enormous difference in how we approach our life. So if you can commit to yourself to do this for yourself, it's a really wonderful gift to give yourself, this 15, 20 minutes a day of meditation. And what it does is it helps us learn to accept, right? It helps us with our acceptance. And we start to notice when we're pushing back. We start to notice when we're feeling anger start up. We notice any of the emotions that are arising and we can be aware of them. And rather than react to things, we can pause and decide how we want to respond. And that's another part of the benefits of meditation is that we learn to be peaceful in our response. We have a choice of being difficult or being loving and understanding. And really the easier way is to go the loving route. We're not going to find a wall that we run into. And if we meet a disagreeable person and we argue with them and come up against it, they're just going to push back. So what we really want to do is just kind of soften, and rather than judge or criticize them or ourselves, we just allow things to be as it is and step into a more loving vibe. Open your heart up a little bit. How can this person be helped? Obviously, they're having a hard day. Sometimes it's just that simple, asking them, are you okay? Are you having a hard day? And then you'll see them shift into a different mood immediately. So those are all the things that are in our control. And we stay grounded when we get thrown off by any of these challenges. We don't get overwhelmed so easily. So huge changes after a while from our reactive mind state. And we can begin, I think, one of the easiest ways to begin our meditation practice is from the very beginning with coming back to our senses. And that's, our sight, our hearing, our taste, our feeling, our our nose, our smell. There's when we really become where we're at and we're aware of all of those things, everything else can fall away a lot quicker. So if you do find yourself in an overwhelmed state, it's okay to go outside or take a breath wherever you are and just calm yourself with a few breaths and remind yourself, I'm here, I'm standing here, I'm seeing the color yellow. I have everything I need in this moment. I'm safe. You just bring yourself back down to a grounded space, take a few breaths, and then go back and approach things in a loving manner. And it's an amazing transition when that happens. Things shift really quickly. All right, well, let's go ahead and begin our meditation. Again, getting comfortable, finding a position that works for you, sitting up, lying down, walking. And now just slowly look around in the room that you're in and notice, what colors do you see? There's probably many different colors. And you can notice textures. Sometimes the things we see appear to be soft or maybe a little bit rough. This really brings us into the here and now and into these moments. Notice any shadow and light can create different shapes. And the objects in the room, what are they? Maybe there's different shapes, squares, circles, triangles, rectangles. So we're really here, looking at our room, being a part of it, rather than just being in it. And we're teaching ourselves to be in this moment. And when you're ready, you can gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. And take another deep breath or two. And listen to the sounds in the room that you're in. Maybe let the outside sounds go for now and just listen to the inside the room sounds. Maybe there's a fan or some squeaking or clicking. And though the house settles, sometimes the wind will make it make noises. And maybe there isn't any sound. Maybe there's just the sound of my voice. You may have a pet nearby. Maybe there's a cat purring or a dog snoring. And now let's extend that sense of hearing outside. What noises are you aware of going on outside? There may be birds or traffic or a dog barking. Whatever there is, notice each and all sounds without judging whether you like them or not. Just simply acknowledging and naming the sounds. And now bringing your attention to your body and noticing what you feel on your skin. Maybe the temperature is changing because of a breeze. There might be warmth, coolness. You might feel the air moving over your skin. And feel your feet on the floor or your seat in the chair. And again, noticing that texture, whether it's firm or soft or cool or warm. And then shifting back to the skin. Maybe you can feel your clothing on your skin. You may feel the waistband of your pants. Notice any physical sensations that you feel. And notice those without judgment. You might notice that part of your body is uncomfortable, and it's okay to shift to a more comfortable position and take a few deep breaths and relax that area. If you have any chronic pain, one trick is to focus on a part of your body that doesn't hurt. Another trick is to try to pinpoint exactly where the pain is. And you may notice that it moves. So noticing all of the sensations that what we feel on our skin and in our body. You also might notice some tingling in your arms or hands or legs. You may notice a pulse as your heart keeps that rhythm, that natural beat. And notice the movement of your body as you're breathing. That natural breath does move the body as the lungs and the belly expand and contract. And now shift your attention to the taste buds in your mouth. Notice any flavors that are in your mouth. Maybe remnants of dinner or snack. Those flavors may still be there, lingering. Maybe something you drank. Or it might be minty from brushing your teeth. And they take note of the taste or flavor and just let it simply be. No criticism, no judgment, just noticing. And now shifting into the sense of smell. Notice if there's a scent that you can pick up. It could be a scent from lotion or deodorant or shampoo. Or maybe you have flowers in your home. Could be the smell of the dinner that you made, or there's smoke, or maybe you have dogs like me. They definitely have a scent. And again, we're just noticing and naming what the scent is with no judgment. And now take a moment and notice, what type of mood are you in now? Are you feeling peaceful and quiet? Is there anxiety? Is there a sense of discomfort emotionally? Or maybe you're just feeling grounded and very relaxed. And you may want to notice how you feel now as compared to when we began. There may be a difference. You may be more relaxed now, quieter mind, more stable mood. And now for the next few minutes, we'll just continue to notice these five senses, six senses, including your mood. And if your mind begins to wander, we gently bring the mind back to the here and now. And you can stay with the rhythm of your breath or anchor in the physical senses, whichever works best for you. And checking where your mind is right now. Are you caught in a story, in your thoughts? And if so, gently bringing your mind back to the breath and the body, just relaxing in these moments. We don't need to get caught in a story with judgments and opinions. And just be here in this group, relaxing. And we can say a mantra to ourselves. May I be free from fear and danger. May I be free from pain and sorrow. May I hold myself with great care and compassion. May I find peace and healing in this moment. So Yeah, and I noticed that as soon as I had mentioned any physical sensations, I noticed a pain that I was successfully ignoring up until that point. And so I kind of experimented with that a bit. Uh, it's a good beginning meditation. It teaches our brain to be disciplined, and we learn how to catch our feelings, our emotions, our thoughts. And rather than scold ourselves for doing that, we just notice it and move back into our breath and our body. And one of the things I find this is really handy for is if you're at work, for example, and you're having a hard day, just sitting and doing a scan of your body and releasing that tension that we don't even know we're carrying and taking a few extra breaths. And when our body relaxes, our mind will relax. The same way that when our mind is upset, our body tenses up. So they both do work on each other. So you might try that. Just taking a few deep breaths and relaxing your body and noticing if your mood shifts at all. Well, I am so grateful that you all showed up here with us. Thank you so much for meditating with us. And hopefully we'll see you next week. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at Joanie@apositivelight or text me, give me a call. If I don't know the answers, I'm happy to admit that, and maybe we can find the answers together. But in the meantime, have a great week. And I love you all. Take good care of yourselves. Do your meditation. Bye bye.